Welcome to your ultimate guide to crop farming in Once Human. In this video, we'll dive into why growing crops is a game changer for survival, crafting, and thriving in the manabus scenario. Whether you're cooking powerful buff foods or selling plantations for profit, mastering crop farming is key to success. Let's get started. First, let's talk about what you need to become a crop farmer. You'll unlock most of the essential tools and facilities through the mimetic skill tree, typically available at Phase 2. Here's the checklist: a compost bin, planter boxes, grow lights, breeding and mutation fertilizers, a water tank, an irrigation facility, a large water filter, and either a water pump or rainwater collection system, depending on your base's location. For materials, each planter box requires 15 units of boiled water, 5 units of spoiled food, plus some gravel and logs. Boiled water comes from boiling dirty water on a stove, and spoiled food can be gathered conveniently from seaweed rock and seashell rock near coastal area, with the help of your electric drill and canned seafood in oil that can be obtained from your Game Pass reward. Before planting, decide what crops to grow based on your goals. Are you crafting specific foods for buffs or selling plantations? In the manabus scenario, my go-to foods for buffs include corn ale, malt ale, stardust energy drink, surprise spring roll, whimsical drink, crumbly bread, canned seafood in oil, and hugginable. Each requires specific crops like corn, wheat, morel, saffron, beet, aloe vera, cabbage, peppercorn, bellflower, or coneflower. Plan your crops around these recipes to maximize efficiency. To get the best yield, you need to understand each crop's ideal environment. Most crops thrive with 60 irrigation and 80 light levels, providing 70 and 30 vitality points, respectively. For example, wheat, corn, cabbage, peppercorn, beet, and morel work well within 50 to 90 irrigation and 70 to 100 light. Saffron prefers slightly lower irrigation at 50 to 70, while needs a light range of 40 to 80, but still can manage to be placed on the same greenhouse with 60 irrigation and 80 light levels. Aloe vera is the outlier, requiring a light level of 81 to 100 and irrigation of 70 to 90. Tweaking these settings ensures optimal growth. Fertilizers are a game changer for your farm. Start with breeding fertilizers to triple your seed yield during harvests. Perfect for building up your seed stock. Once you have enough seeds, switch to mutation fertilizers for a higher chance of harvesting deviated crops, which are key for buff foods like crumbly bread or whimsical drink. For convenience, use seashells and seaweed in the compost bin to produce fertilizers. Then convert them into breeding or mutation fertilizers based on your needs. Now, let's set up the greenhouse for maximum efficiency. The best design uses 40 planter boxes in a specific layout. Check the visual design in the video for details. Build your greenhouse 2.5 stories high to ensure grow lights benefit all boxes. Place the auto irrigation system in the center of the layout for even water distribution. Each grow light adds 30 vitality points, and irrigation provides 70, hitting the sweet spot for most crops. Water management is critical for a thriving farm. If your base is near a river or coast, use a water pump to collect water and purify it with a large water filter. If you're not near a water source, a rainwater collection system can gather dirty water, but it's less reliable for large farms since rainfall isn't consistent. For automation, grab deviations like Growshroom and BuzzyBee. 3 of each deviation keeps your farm humming. With this setup, your greenhouse becomes a crop-producing powerhouse. Efficient farming in Once Human is about more than planting seeds. It's mastering vitality mechanics, optimizing your greenhouse, and choosing crops that match your goals. By using the 40-box layout, separating high-vitality crops like aloe vera and saffron, and automating with deviations, you'll have a steady supply of ingredients for crafting, trading, or powering up your character. This strategy keeps your farm productive and your resources flowing. That's it for our crop farming guide. If you found this helpful, give the video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Drop any questions in the comments and let's keep thriving in once human. See you in the next one.